Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your homeboy Lee Sean Anderson, and I'm just here to talk to y'all for a second. There is a huge problem going on with society. You know, you know, our society always been so highly sexual, and everyone knows that the old saying, "Sex sales." I just saw some type of post about Netflix. They're going to release a show. I can't think of the name of the show right now, but I'll find the little advertisement or something like that, and I'll probably create that as the thumbnail for this video. But it really messed me up, dude, because I'm like, these little girls, they up here twerking and doing all kinds of stuff for some type of show. It's supposed to be like a dancing show, but these girls, the way that it was advertised and posted, it's like, dude, I do not want to see no 10, 11, 12-year-old girl or any type of little child, dancing the way that these kids are dancing. I don't know what is going on, but why is it society is slowly but surely, messing with children, messing with kids. And then, people got the nerve and the audacity to fix their lips and say, hey, this is progressive. No, it's not. This is pedophilic, This is child molestation right here. This is sickening. You are a whole lot of things that I want to say, but I'm gonna try to, I like to keep what I do PG, but you are a lot of things, dude. If you think that this show's gonna be progressive, if you fix your lips and say, hey, I like this idea. I like, the fact that we are teaching kids young and early and this, that, and the third, then I'm gonna look at you sideways. And depending on, how you keep talking, dude, I don't want you nowhere near me. And this is why, To Catch a Predator, because I don't really like watch a lot of TV, but this is one of the reasons why How to Catch a Predator should never been canceled. And I don't care about Chris Hansen, and his issues with NBC and how NBC try to, be like, hey man, you cheated on your wife and with this, that, and the third. Hey, this is what it is. But Chris Hansen should have kept his job. Or, if you don't want to, keep that show to Chris Hansen, give that show to somebody, because cats like those dudes who keep talking about this is progressive, those the pedophiles. Those the dudes that you need to look out for. Those the people that we need to lock up and put them in jail. And another thing, because it bothered me because I heard about that show on Netflix about the little kids twerking and dancing, which is going to be my thumbnail to, because I can't think of the show right now, but I'll look for it. And then another thing is, that they was talking about putting a bisexual, it was a bisexual character on a Disney Channel cartoon. It's like, first of all, the Disney Channel is targeted for young little kids. It's a cartoon, on the Disney Channel. Why do you think that you need to create a bisexual character for little kids, dude? Like, that's ridiculous. Come on, man. I grew up on Sandlot and Matilda, dude. Like, kids should be growing up to the same stuff. They shouldn't be looking at this. And then, people are fixing their lips and saying, this is progressive, this is that, and this, that, and the third. No, it's not. It's sick. It's disturbing, dude. Like, as a parent, if you want to talk about, different sexual orientations and whatnot, you do that with your own child and whatnot, because eventually they're going to learn about, you know, the birds and the bees, you know, one day. And here's the thing, if they're not going to learn it from you, they're going to learn it from TV. And who you think is going to truly mess them up? Who you think is going to influence them to think a certain type of way? You know, that's probably inappropriate or very disturbed, you know, in a disturbing manner. Um, if I was a gambling person, I would say TV. I don't know. I feel like this is borderline grooming. This is grooming little boys and little girls to, you know, over sexualize themselves, you know, at a younger age. Like, what's going on, man? And yo, I just seen this video on World Star talking about saving the children because these people were getting exposed because they thought that they was meeting up with 15-year-old people. Like, dog, you a grown person. And then that was always one of my things on How to Catch a Predator, when they'd be like, so what you doing at this 14-year-old person house? And then they'd be like, oh, nothing, I'm just here to talk to a friend. Be like, you know, you're 40 years old. Why you got a friend who's 13, 14 years old? And I was like, oh, you know, because I like talking, this, that, and the third. It's like, no, dude. If you're 40 years old, if you're 30 years old, I don't care if you're 20 years old. Why are you kicking it with somebody who's 13? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know, they talk about cruel and unusual punishments. We probably need to bring that back for, like, you know, child creepers, dude. Because y'all some sick individuals. That show on Netflix, I don't have a Netflix account. But if I did, let me tell you something. I would have deactivated my Netflix right then and there if I had a Netflix account, because that is gross. That is gross. You know, what are we doing? You know, as a society, how can we allow this to happen? And got the nerve to say, hey, this is progression. It's not, dude. It's not.
Hey, you drove on, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Danny with 417 Predator Hunters. Do you know why I'm here to meet you today?
To meet that chick?
What chick?
Izzy?
Alright, so look,
I know.
I'll tell you right now.
I know. You're not gonna call the cops, are you, though?
No, look, I'm not law enforcement. I'm a concerned civilian.
Yeah.
I run an organization called 417 Predator Hunters.
Yeah.
I'm actually expanding across the country right now. So that's why I'm here to meet you tonight.
And see, this is why Chris Hansen need to come back, dude. Because she don't have any authority, true authority.
I'm talking to a real little boy.
Chris Hansen with How to Catch a Predator, he had the SWAT team out there immediately with these cats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got something to say? I'm sorry, you're here to meet a 15-year-old boy.
You sick, dog.
Yeah, your name's Hilliard, right? You're a security guard, all right? 55, 56 years old. You're missing all those teeth that you were talking about. You got those dentures in. You were telling the little boy. How old is the person you came here to chill with? He's 15. What are you doing hanging out with a minor?
No, we're just friends.
You're just friends?
Yeah.
Okay, so you talk to your flips. Let's step down here away from everybody's apartments. And by the way, my name is Danny. I'm going to just walk behind you. I run an organization called Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation. I meet with adults who try to meet with minor children for inappropriate reasons. As you can see, I've got your chat log right here. Do you believe that your conversation... Are you James?
Yeah.
You want to tell me what you're doing here, James?
Because you sick, James.
I'm recording for my safety and yours.
And look at him. Look at his face. Like, dude, like...
Look at what? The apartment. So you're not here to meet a 15-year-old girl.
Don't you want to, like, punch this dude in the face?
James
like,
Bailey, 28
dog.
years old, from Callahan. It's not you? Okay, so you're here looking at apartments, or you're here to look for a 15-year-old girl that you're supposed to pick up? Okay, so you're not waiting for a 15-year-old girl. How do I know who you are? Look, man, you can talk to me or you can talk to the cops. So let's figure this out real quick. Alright, the more you lie to me, the more I'm going to get pissed off, and the more I'm going to call the cops.
Just call the cops, period, dog.
You
Like,
sent pictures of what you're wearing? You're here waiting for her to come downstairs to, what, bags of trash, right? Sound about right? Yeah. Okay, so you're not here to look at apartments. You drove an hour away from your hometown to meet a little girl.
Just talk to a grown woman.
What are you doing here? Yeah.
But no, you're gonna drive an hour away to talk to a little
sorry,
kid.
Is that what you're doing?
Nasty.
Okay, what's your name? John? Who are you here to meet, John? Okay, with who? A 15-year-old? Yeah, you asked a 15-year-old girl for pictures of her boobs. No, she told you she was 15. Come on, man. By the way, you're number 100. Okay? I'm exposed to 100 of you guys. So if you want to try to bullshit me right now, you can. No, bullshit. Pull out your chat logs. Let's take a look.
Chat logs or what?
Where were you talking to her? Yeah. Hey,
And look, he trying to hurry up and delete the app.
Yeah, my name's
or
Danny.
delete the
I run an
messages.
organization called ACE. I expose online
Nasty.
child predators. Alright, before you get in your car, if you get in your car, I'm going to call CPS and I'm going to call the police. This is AJ Callahan, 34 years old. AJ from Callahan, 34 years old, has his screaming child, NPA B36, has his screaming child in the back of his car. He brought his 3-year-old little girl to come pick up a 15-year-old kid.
That
Now
ain't
he's driving away
his
with no
three.
freaking
No,
lights,
man,
man.
I ain't even gonna
This
say
guy's
that.
in danger.
Not even gonna say that.
Hey, you're Bernard.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Danny. I run an organization called Alliance Against Child... I'm fine. I run an organization called Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation. My understanding is that you're here to meet a minor tonight.
No.
You're not here to meet a minor? Okay, so you're not here
You
to meet a
nasty,
15-year-old.
dog.
Okay, so you didn't tell her you were driving a gray Volvo. You were inside waiting in the store. I have all your pictures. All your information. So you're not Bernard. You're going to say I just pointed you out and said you were here to meet a child and called you by your name? IJOOWD Florida tag. Bernard, 26 years old. Seems like he knows he fucked up. This is one of the scarier guys who, seem to be pretty fucking normal, have respectable jobs, seem to be well-mannered and
And
well-educated.
just
As
sick.
you can see, he was concerned that I almost tripped.
These dudes is nasty, man. Like they're sick. Like how can you even look at a child and think to yourself like this is it? Like you're gross. You are gross. These dudes, they really need to get dealt with, dude. Like like going to jail is one thing, but like getting what you deserve is another. The worst thing that can happen to a person, these cats right here, they need it. They need it. Whatever that may be, they need that in their life and then some. Because these dudes are nasty. These dudes they trifling, man. Yeah, man, that's gonna do it with this video because like I'm sick right now. I'm fuming. Like I'm so furious. I don't understand how how people can look at little kids. Like, man, that Netflix show, yo, I don't know what y'all doing at Netflix. I always heard a joke about Netflix talking about they'll greenlight anything. Apparently they will, dude, because ain't no way that anybody would have seen the show and the idea of that show and be like, you know what, I'm gonna produce this. And the guy who tried to create this show and be like, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these little kids, right? They're gonna be 10, 11 years old, and they're gonna be twerking, right? And they're gonna be shaking and doing all kinds of dances and this, that, and the third. Man, if I was the owner of Netflix or they try to come up to my desk with that, dude, I'm calling the police right there. Be like, hey, before you go, just sit down. The police on their way. Police is coming. They coming to get you. Because only a pedophile would have thought of a show like that. Yeah, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll deal with you later, alright? You have a good one. Be well, be safe. And I'm out. Deuce deuce.